In the U.S., lawyers are working to negotiate the details of Donald Trump's surrender in Georgia. The former U.S. president and 18 others face charges stemming from alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. A journalist has emerged as a significant witness for the prosecution. CGTN's Callebs explains.
It's hard to remember just how chaotic things got after the 2020 general election. Donald Trump was clinging to power and tried just about everything to overturn the election.
Everything that happened in Georgia after the election was a little crazy. At one point, I was watching the warehouse where they were keeping the ballots because I thought somebody would try to run in there and go do something. What is this?
George Cheedy is a freelance reporter in Atlanta, writing for The Intercept and Rolling Stone, among others. While votes were being counted and recounted, Cheedy relied on his instincts, honed over 15 years as a political reporter in Atlanta, and followed every lead. While in the state capitol on December 14, 2020, Cheedy saw a number of prominent Republicans slip quietly into room 216.
Something's up. So I pulled my cell phone out and put it on Facebook Live, and I walk in and I say, hey, what's going on? So we're having a meeting. Oh, he's got a camera. Oh, he's got a camera. You have to leave. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're the electors.
This is the image of the group that he captured. Sure enough, Trump faithful, trying to usurp the legally selected men and women who would certify Georgia's election results. This group was ready to undo Biden's victory and hand the state over to Trump. Days ago, when a list of stunning indictments came down from Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, Cheedy found himself subpoenaed for the second time. Prosecutors wanted to hear exactly what he heard and saw.
I was shocked that they would think that this was important enough to subpoena a journalist, because that's always problematic in 8 different flavors in Technicolor. There are big journalism questions about whether or not the state should be using its coercive power to influence the press or compel them to be, witnesses for the state.
Monday's indictment here in Fulton County, Georgia, of Trump and 18 others is detailed, thorough, and perhaps the most ambitious effort to date to hold Trump and his supporters accountable for the chaotic efforts to overturn Joe Biden's legal 2020 presidential victory. For his part, Trump says he will hold a news conference Monday in New Jersey to tell his side of the story. But he has already lashed into Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, saying he is innocent and she is in over her head.
They're in over their head. They don't know what the heck they're talking about.
Cheedy has covered Willis for years and has clear admiration for someone he describes as strong-willed and focused.
I think she's incredibly capable and driven. She wants to fix Atlanta. And this just looks like one thing that needs to get done.
If anything, Cheedy says his coverage of this major story has been validating for him. He, the freelancer, not paid big bucks, has no company-provided health insurance and no 401k retirement account. But he's proud of his work. And as much as anything, this ongoing story has made him keenly aware of just how delicate democracy is.
If we can't resolve political questions or electoral questions at the ballot box and in a courtroom, then we're going to try to resolve them in the street.
Callebs, CGTN, Atlanta, Georgia.